Good morning, everyone. Honorable guest, I may be the one to plant more than 100 trees because of my carbon footprint. Just traveling from Palau to Fiji takes about 3 days, not because of our distances, but because of the airline routes that's offered to us. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and the PS for the forestry for providing this opportunity to do the things that we have to do. Ali and Bula, good morning. Honorable Parveen Kumar Bala, Minister of Employment, Productivity, Industrial Relations, Youth and Sports of Government of Fiji. Honorable Minister Jean-Pierre Nirwa, Minister of Education, Training, Government of Vanuatu. Professor Pal Aluwalia, Vice Chancellor of the University of the South Pacific. Honorable guests, colleagues, friends, and ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to be here to address you at this first Pacific Regional Sports Forum. On behalf of my government, the Republic of Palau, and also as a chair for the Pacific Regional Sports Task Force and the chair for the ONAC International Relations Commission, I am very happy to be here and to join you at this important forum. The right to sport is enshrined in the International Charter on Physical Education and Sport and in the Olympic Charter, and reflected in numerous international human rights instruments to which the Pacific countries are signatories. As leaders and educators of sports in the Pacific, through the Pacific Sports Ministers meetings in the past years, as well as the Forum Economic Ministers meeting in 2017 to 2019, and at the Pacific Islands Forum this year in August, we are called for to maximize the contribution of sports to sustainable development in the Pacific Island countries. The Samoa Padways Article 82 calls to recognize the strong capacity of small island developing states in sport and the use of sport as a vehicle to foster development, social inclusion, peace, strengthen education, promote health, and build on life skills. Our leaders have recognized the value of sports, and we are here today to dialogue on the best way to achieve our common goals in integrating sports in our national and regional policies. When sports was tabled for the first time and its potential sport industry that was recognized as driver for economic growth, a call to invest in a regional policy framework on sports development was supported at the joint dialogue between economic ministers, private sectors, and civil society. Building on the regional policy framework on sports for development, and again, at the FEM meeting in Palau, the ministers endorsed the early findings of the CSO's partnered research on the contribution of sports to the SDGs roadmap and the return on investment for sport in the Pacific Island countries, with case studies of economic and social impact of sports in Fiji and Samoa. They also welcomed an expansion of studies of regional efforts for data collections, statistics analysis to include physical education and sport for evidence-based policymaking. The ministers endorsed establishing a joint Pacific regional education framework for physical sport, physical activity and education, a regional coordination mechanism to implement it through by providing support and technical assistance to Forum Island countries and territories, developing integrated systems for data collections, analysis, policy development through the University of the South Pacific, our partnership with Oceania National Olympic Committee and the government of Fiji and Samoa. Again, at the FEM meetings and at the 2018 Pacific Island Forum, the consideration to endorse this directive was supported, and the same outcomes were echoed with our leaders at the 2019 forum. Thus, with our regional government leaders' support and the partnership of important regional agencies such as USP, UNESCO, ONAC, and key regional agencies, the inaugural meeting of the Pacific Regional Task Force took place in April of 2019, where forum members were represented by Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Palau, with key crop agencies such as USP, PIVS, SPREP, UN agencies, UNESCO, WHO, and ONAC. I was appointed then chair, and UNESCO was appointed as the task force co-chair. The Regional Pacific Task Force formation was endorsed at the recent Ministers of Sports meeting in Samoa during the Pacific Games in July, and noted by the Pacific Island Forum in their meeting this year in Tuvalu, including the membership of the Regional Task Force, the adaptation of the terms of references, and the appointment of the chair and the membership. Given the cross-cutting potential of sport to contribute to national and regional development, the Pacific Sport, Physical Activity, and Physical Education, which is what now known as SPAPE Action, has been presented to key government agencies, key regional partners, and international partners to endorse in the 5 priority areas that were also echoed by our Chancellor this morning, to advocate and communicate for regional consultation, coordination, and action, to develop policy development and capacity building, monitoring and evaluation, and research and education. And we thank the University of South Pacific for leading us in this pathway. It is evident, ladies and gentlemen, by our presence here that we all share the same goal and seek to achieve the calling of our leaders, as we too believe and support the call in maximizing and including sports in our national development programs. I can really see the faces of everyone when we talk about sports, especially the rugby league that has just been covered, all the smiles and the passion that we bring together to these meetings. Sport have been proven itself as a tool for development of peace, combating non-communicable diseases, contributing to the well-being of our society, and we must strengthen sports in achieving the SDGs. Sport can also make significant contributions to outcomes in many sectors, including health, education, youth development, culture and heritage, and economic development. It is a low-cost tool that can strengthen and develop our programs and can contribute to the regional vision of building stronger, healthier people and stronger nations and stronger Pacific. This is the forum, and we are the experts in this room. And I believe that we can lead our countries to full inclusion of sports in our national development plans, in our schools, homes, communities, and in our regional and international efforts. Sports have come a long way to get to this level of recognition, and we are very fortunate to be the one to take the lead in this integration process. Given this opportunity, it is important that we as leaders and experts in our fields positively work together to achieve our common goals so that our children and their children may live in good health and well-being, to drive, be resilient, and to optimize positive life potential for themselves, their families, their communities, and their Pacific. I trust that at the end of the week, we will accomplish our goals in this forum, and I look forward to an informative and successful dialogue with you all again. Again, thank you, and I thank you all for this opportunity to be here today. Thank you.